Today I'm going to be building and collecting Clash Royale characters in LEGO. And then we'll pick 8 characters to build a deck and win a match. Let's start with one of the coolest cards in the game, the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Now I know the printing on this torso doesn't look very Mini P.E.K.K.A-y, but that's because we're going to cover it up with this armor piece. And after that we'll add this blue head, which is perfect for the Mini P.E.K.K.A. And of course he needs a sword, and finally we'll use this bull helmet as the Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s helmet. And we'll add the Mini P.E.K.K.A. to our deck. Now, I'm sure you noticed the Mini P.E.K.K.A. doesn't have a gold ring on his nose. Well, that's because a LEGO part without it doesn't exist. In this video we're going to try to get as close to the real cards as possible. Next, let's build the lumberjack, and we'll start with his legs, and then we'll add this torso, which costs like $10 by the way. We'll give him his axe, and then we'll use these 2 parts to build up a rage potion. I think this angry looking head with an orange beard works perfect for the lumberjack, and this may be the best lumberjack piece I've ever seen, and we can use it to complete him. Now it's time to build the Valkyrie, and we'll start with this pair of legs and then add a torso as well as her head. We can give the Valkyrie an axe as well as this hair piece. I don't think this one turned out so hot. Now it's time to build the archer. We'll start with some dark blue legs, and then we'll use this body, which is a reversed Lamborghini driver's suit. We then can put on the head as well as give the archer her bow. And what's an archer from Clash Royale or Clash of Clans without some crazy pink hair? And this is the second card we'll add to our deck. This is a LEGO skeleton, and if you give him a sword and add 2 more, you have the skeleton card from Clash Royale. But if you add even more skeletons, you have the skeleton army, which we'll add to our deck. Now if we take this little pair of legs and add this giant torso, which is much larger than a regular minifigure torso, and add this head, we have the Clash Royale giant. Now let's build our first spell, which is the log. We'll start with these 2 bricks, and then we'll add these 2 light brown pieces on the ends. Then we can take a 1x8 plate and connect the 2 ends to each other, and then we'll add 1x8 plates all around the log. Now the final step in building the log is to add these spikes to it, and we'll use the log as our 4th card in the deck. Now just like the LEGO Mini P.E.K.K.A, I built a regular size P.E.K.K.A in the same format, but instead of blue coloring, I used purple coloring for the LEGO P.E.K.K.A, and I gave it a larger sword. Next, let's build a wizard. I used this piece from Minecraft for his body, gave him a fireball, as well as used his head and hood. And to complement our regular wizard, I built an electro wizard, which has lightning coming out of his hands. Now starting with this pair of legs, we'll build ourselves the miner, and we'll add a torso as well as the miner's backpack, shovel for digging tunnels, and his head and headgear, which makes him a solid 5th card for our deck. Now the Ice Spirit is one of my favorite cards in the game, so I just had to build it out of LEGO. And we'll make it card number 6 for our deck. Now let's build the hunter. We'll start with these dark blue legs and a torso from Star Wars. We'll add a cape and his bearded face. Next we'll add his hat, which unfortunately doesn't come in blue, so we'll have to use this dark brown one. Then we'll custom build his hunting rifle out of LEGO bricks. Now let's build a firecracker for our deck. We'll add these legs to this torso as well as this rocket launcher and add her head, and make her the 7th card in our deck. Now let's take a pig and add a seat to it, and then take some minifigure legs and add a torso as well as a head and hair. Then give our minifigure our weapon, and we've completed a LEGO Hog Rider, making him the 8th card of our deck. I grabbed all those cards in game and took them into battle. I won on my 4th game in 3 overtimes. Don't use this deck.